Hey there, everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Puborama, and in today's video, I will be breaking into the best passive money-making businesses in the game. And I should point out that this is an opinionated video. There might be some businesses that you like better, but I'll be weighing in all of my points and reasoning to why I think each of these businesses are the best when it comes to making money in the background. Now, I should point out that when I categorize passive businesses, there are two technically different terms. There is full passive, which, for example, the agency and the arcade can make. The agency just makes $20,000 every 48 minutes if you complete 200 payphone, or not payphone hits, but contracts. And if you own the arcade and own all the arcade machines filled out, I think you make 5,000 every 48 minutes. So that is full on passive. You never have to do anything, and no matter what, you will make that money every 48 minutes. However, semi-passive is where you have to just resupply and do the sale missions. I'm going to be focusing more on the semi-passive businesses in today's video, as the agency still has an active part to it, and the arcade, I mean, it literally only makes 5,000, which is barely anything. There are three categories that I'm going to be ranking these businesses on. The first one is very simple: how much money it makes you. If the business does not make you a lot of money, then there's no point to buy it. So that is the first, rightfully so, very important category. The second is also equally as important in my opinion, and this is difficulty of sale. Essentially, motorcycle clubs suck, as we all know, on sale missions. You have post-op vans that can literally take the entirety of the time to complete, whereas you've got the Acid Lab, which is incredibly easy even as a solo player to do. Because of that, some businesses might be ranked higher than others because of the ease of selling. And finally, we have the high demand bonus category. Some businesses are very easy to sell in public lobbies as a solo player, giving you a much higher sale bonus compared to other businesses. So those are all the categories, all three of them. And with that aside, let's get into it. In the number 5 position, we have Special Cargo. Special Cargo is an absolutely fantastic business after it was changed in the Criminal Enterprise update so that you can hire assistants to source crates for you. All you have to do is drive to each warehouse you own, pay the assistant, and that's it. Wait 48 minutes, do it again, rinse and repeat. The reason I have this in the number 5 slot, even though I would say ease of selling difficulty is incredibly easy and you can do it almost at any skill level as a solo player, and as well, I would say that the sources are incredibly easy as well. You don't have to do anything. So the problem is that you have to own 5 large warehouses to make the most profit here. The less warehouses you own, the less amount of money you make. And owning 5 large warehouses at an average price, I would say even on sale, which I would suggest to wait for warehouses to go on sale before you buy them, but even on sale, it's still going to drop you probably about $10 million to buy them in good locations, which is a serious bummer on this money-making method. So yeah, keep that in mind. I would still suggest to start doing this method as it's literally free money, but that's why it's in the number 5 slot. If you do own 5 large warehouses, you can make up to $140,000 every hour, which is quite a bit of money, especially because, as I said, the sale missions are so easy. In the number 4 slot, we have the only motorcycle club business making this list, and that is the Coke Lockup. Why is this business good compared to the rest? Well, as I said earlier, motorcycle club sale missions suck. They are all really lame. So the only reason this business is good is because of the amount of money it makes. In fact, it makes over $100,000 every hour, and that is including sale costs. That is more than the bunker makes every hour. So because of that, it's just a really good business to make a lot of money quick when it comes to passive income compared to a lot of the others. And because of that, I do think the Coke Lockup is pretty good. The reason it's still so far down on the list is, first of all, it's very expensive to get into, and there is also the opportunity to be raided, and to finally add that on with those awful sale missions. And yeah, it's got a lot of downsides. The fact that while you have a motorcycle club business running, you can potentially be raided and lose all of your product because of a glitch that LJT just doesn't call you really sucks. And I've had that happen multiple times. And judging that you're spending $75,000 to resupply your product, when that happens, it is a real pain in the butt. Add that on to the fact that doing some of the sale missions you might not be able to complete. You also can't do the high demand bonus unless you're really risky or you have a lot of friends online. Yeah, I would still say that the Coke Lockup is better than Special Cargo because it makes very similar money and there's a lot less effort and money to put into in the initial investment, but it definitely has its fair share of downsides, and that's why it is so far down on this list. Still a great business to get into, but it's expensive to upgrade and it has a lot of downsides, so keep that in mind. In the number 3 slot, we move on to the bunker. Now, the bunker is great. It makes a little bit less money per hour, as I said, compared to the Coke Lockup. But you have the advantage, first of all, of nearly never being raided. I think out of the entire 6 or 7 months I've been playing on my Broke to Millions account, I have been raided once. It was incredibly easy to fix and got all the product back. And by the way, that's without even purchasing the security upgrade. Compare that to my motorcycle club businesses that get raided at least once a week, and yeah, there is a very big difference in safety when it comes to these two businesses. That is the first big advantage. The second big advantage when it comes to the bunker is sale missions. For the most part, bunker sale missions are easy, as long as you sell with only one purchase. When you purchase your supplies at $75,000, if you sell after that entire bar drops, you'll make $210,000. Obviously, you'll have to subtract the $75,000 you purchased the supplies for, but even then, it's usually a very quick and very easy sale mission. And as I've showcased on the channel in the past, if you only fill one bar, then most of the time you only get one vehicle to sell, which means that you can go into a public lobby and also sell with the high demand bonus, increasing your profit up to $315,000, and in total making about $250,000 of profit when you add in the sale or the resupply cost. Because of that, the bunker is much easier on sale missions when it comes compared to the Coke Lockup. It makes a lot of money, and if you're doing it with the high demand bonus, makes more per hour, and the bunker can also store more product, which means that whenever you have those times 2 weeks, you can fill the bunker all the way up and make a $2 million sale mission, and if you have a couple friends online, you can also sell for a lot more and a lot quicker. So overall, the bunker is definitely a better business than the Coke Lockup. It's both very comparable in different ways, but I really like the bunker. I think it's very easy and simple to use, and there's almost no worry of ever being raided. In the number 2 slot, we have the Acid Lab. Now, the Acid Lab is the newest business added into Grand Theft Auto Online, and it is an absolutely amazing business for almost every single reason. First of all, it is incredibly cheap to set up. The Acid Lab, especially if you do the first dose missions, you're going to make $400,000 from doing those missions. You're going to get the Acid Lab for free, and all you need to do is upgrade it, which I think costs $250,000 to actually start making a profit, and then as well do the full upgrade to make more profit, just like the equipment upgrade when it comes to your Coke Lockup or any other business, which I think was $750,000. Overall, it's going to cost you about $1 million to get the full business set up. But judging that you also have to do Fulligan's missions, which are going to pay you $50,000 every time you complete one, you're going to make $500,000 just from doing that. So in total, you're going to make $900,000 of profit, meaning that, yeah, you basically break even on getting the business set up, which is incredibly easy. Add that on to the fact that the Acid Lab makes a pretty decent profit of around $70,000 every 48 minutes, and the fact that you can do it all as a solo player because the sale missions are incredibly easy, and because the missions are so easy, you can also do it in a public lobby and make a high demand bonus. It's a great business. I know that was a whole mouthful to say, but seriously, the Acid Lab has no downsides. It's incredibly easy to set up. You even have a period every day where you can speed up the production value to double, which is just great as well. It is by far one of the best and easiest to access businesses. It's super easy to do everything in, and because of that, it comes into the easiest second place ever. In the first place slot, a lot of you probably already know what it is, but it's the Nightclub. This was always going to be my first place pick. It is just such an easy business to set up. Let's say you're a new player, and you have $1 million in your bank account from, I don't know, doing some missions, right? That $1 million you can spend on the Nightclub, and you will make $50,000 every 48 minutes for literally putting in about 1 minute of work. All you need to do is every 48 minutes go into your Nightclub, collect your money, and while you collect your money, kick somebody out or do whatever the mission says, and you'll keep your popularity bar at the max. And if you do let your popularity go down a little bit, all you need to do is go into the basement or the storage area of your nightclub, go onto the computer, swap in and out a DJ a couple times, and it'll raise your nightclub popularity back, and you'll still make a profit. The nightclub is by far like the easiest business to run because there's no downside. You can't have anything stolen, you can't have anything blown up, you just collect $50,000 every 48 minutes. Add that into the fact that once you get other businesses set up in the background, you can also have a secondary part of the nightclub that also accumulates essentially product for absolutely free, and all you have to do is sell it, and especially because the sale missions are only with one vehicle, and you could do them in a high demand bonus lobby, it makes the nightclub amazing. There is no downside to the nightclub. It makes over $100,000 every 48 minutes, and that's without even adding in the high demand bonus. Just get the nightclub. That's really the simplest way to say it. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you agreed or disagreed with the order I put these businesses, but the general takeaway you should have here is that these are all great businesses to own for their each individual unique aspects. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and let me know what you think in the comments down below. Make sure to click that subscribe button. Bye-bye.